Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Muhammad Salman from Peshawar Model School, Naushera campus. Today I am going to give you another lecture, and it's lecture number 3 about SVT, means summer vacation task, and it's for class 8. Today, my dear students, I am going to teach you that how you could read the passage, how could you answer the given question of the passage. So before starting the passage, I must tell you about our previous lecture, and our previous lecture was about right 100 words, understanding quarantine, isolation and social distancing in a pandemic. After that, we have learned make 5 sentences of your own along with translation from all tenses, that is present, past and future tenses, and you have to make 15 sentences on the whole, and you all have to remember that you have to write it in your English test copies. So today I am going to teach you about the passage. So my dear students, before starting the passage, we have to remember these points and we must have to follow it. And the points are as follow. Number 1, read the given passage carefully. Before starting the passage, you must have to remember the very first point and you have to read it out very carefully. After that, number 2 is try to understand the general meaning of the passage and the various phrased in it. Number 3, give the passage a second reading to grasp its meaning fully. So you have to read it out more than 3 times. It's my suggestion, because whenever you read it more and more, so its meaning will be clear to you, students. You may come across some difficult words in the passage. Don't get upset. If you don't know their literal meaning, make a guess and relate them to preceding and the following sentence. You can guess the idea or spirit behind those words, if not their exact meaning. It can serve your purpose to grasp the meaning of the passage. Now read the question given below the passage carefully one by one. You will find answers or clues to your question in different parts of the passage itself. Underline only those parts which may help you in answer the questions. So when you starting reading the passage, you have to underline the main point of the passage, or which is related to the question. You have to point out these type of words by making it underline. When you are absolutely clear about the answers, pen them down one by one. Always remember, your answer must be correct and to the point. Be precise. You are never rewarded gainfully if you just beat about the bush. The language of your answer must be grammatically correct. It must be simple, clear, but spontaneous and effective. Check your spelling and punctuation. Don't forget that you are not to copy the language of the passage. You will be given full credit only when you answer the question in your own language. Never forget to revise. So number 11, you have to remember that don't mark the question that it starts from here to here. You have to answer it in your own language. Number 12, never forget to revise your answer. Get rid of unnecessary details. Add up points if needed to make your answer comprehensive. To sum up, comprehension skill require a real grasp of the meaning of the passage, understanding of the issues raised in the given question, identifying the relevant clues or matter for the answer in the given passage, clear, simple, grammatically and precise answer in your own language. So you all have to follow these points. First of all, you have to read it carefully. After that, you have to understand the general meaning of the passage. After this, you have to read it more than 2 times to understand its contents. After that, you have to point out the main point of the passage and so on. So student, you have to follow these points. It is very helpful in answering the questions in passage. So after that, now we will go to the passage, and the passage is about the humble pencil is undoubtedly the most widely used tool for writing and drawing the world over. I'm not going to read it out fully because you have to read it and you have to answer the question. The very first question has been done by me for you students to make you clear and to make you understand that how could you answer the question which is in the passage. So the very first question is, who used a pencil for the first time and under what name? So you have to answer it like that. Who used a pencil for the first time and under what name? किसने पेंसिल जो है वो कौन जो है वो पेंसिल इस्तेमाल करता था और सबसे पहले और किस नाम से इसको जो है वो पुकारा जाता था. The modern pencil was called pencillus and was used by ancient Romans. The modern pencil was called pencillus and was used by ancient Romans. Ancient means कदीम. So जो कदीम ज़माने के रोमन्स थे वो इसको यूज करते थे और इसका नाम जो है वो क्या था, वो इसको पेंसिलस कहकर पुकारते पेंसिल को. You can also answer it like that Roman used a pencil for the first time and its name was pencillus. Choice is yours. You have to use your own language. You have to use a simple language for it. You have to answer. Now students, you have to answer the rest of the question by your own, like question number 2, who invented a graphite pencil and when? Why does the writer call some pencils as eco-friendly? What are the main uses of pencils today? So you have to answer this question by your own. Don't forget that you have to write it in your test copies. Hope you all understand the lecture. Hope it is helpful for you students. Stay safe, wash your hands, go outside, maintain social distancing, tell your family you love them, and let's beat this virus together. Allah Hafiz.